About a week ago, I was approached by the folks at NVIDIA, and they said, "Hey, Cohh, would you like to try out and do a sponsored stream for our streaming service and show your community what it is?" And I said, "Maybe. What can I play?" And they gave me a list of games. And one of those games was Far Cry 6. And this is a game that I've been meaning to return to, but really haven't had a good opportunity. So I said, you know what? Let's do it. So today is, for the next 2 hours, a sponsored look at Far Cry 6 via the GeForceNOW service. Now, this is a pretty cool service. Many of you have heard about it. We've talked about this a lot in the past because there have been multiple different news stories about it and kind of what it is and what it does. So basically what it is GeForceNOW is a cloud streaming service where essentially you can take your own library, but then you can stream it on really, really good hardware. So it does cost money per month because you're essentially like using other systems. But today, as we play Far Cry 6, we're going to be playing on the new, they call it the RTX 3080 like package, the 3080 plan, which I'm assuming that naming is because you're actually playing on a 3080 on the computer that you're playing on. But yeah, it is the 3080 plan. It gives exclusive access to the 3080 servers in 8-hour gaming sessions at 1440p and 120 FPS with RTX on. So pretty cool. So that is what we're going to be doing. So today we're going to be looking at things like quality. We're going to be looking at latency. We're going to be looking at things like that. And I'm going to be actually playing Far Cry 6 for the next 2 hours on this service. It won't be on my computer. It'll actually be being streamed. Now, the important thing to keep in mind as we do this is that the hardware you're running it from, as long as you have a good internet connection and that it's able to do everything, this is basically what it would look like for you, what it's looking like today. So that is kind of how this works. It is not going to be using any of the technology in my current computer. It's just going to be streaming the whole thing from there. So yeah, let's go from there. Also, real quick, when I learned about this, one of the things that stuck out to me is that it said, okay, now first of all, you can try this for free. There is a free service so you can sign up and try it on. You just link your libraries and then you can try it there. But it doesn't have all like the bells and whistles and things like that. So if you really want the good stuff, it's like there's like I think it's a $50 per 6-month plan or $10 a month, and then the top end is $100 for 6 months. So it's almost like renting a really fast computer. And again, you can play it on like PC, Mac, the NVIDIA Shield, and even some phones, which is kind of wild. So yeah, it's pretty cool. But that being said, one of the things that stuck out, and I haven't really seen anyone say this in chat, but I did want to point this out because I saw this and I was like, what does that mean? So I followed up questions and, because I wanted to make sure that I could tell you guys. So one of the things is the free service, if you don't pay a penny, it gives you an hour gaming session. And then the priority plan, which is that the second one, gives you a 6-hour gaming session. And then the top end plan gives you an 8-hour gaming session. And I was like, what exactly is a gaming session? What is like, does that mean I can't play it for the rest of the day? Does that mean like, what does that mean? And basically what it means is because these are, there's a finite number of machines, you get that amount of time in a row on the machine, and then you can go right back into it. So if you're on like the priority and the top end plan, that's really not a big deal. The only thing you'd have to be a little bit concerned about is if you were like playing a game that had a queue, like if you were playing New World on this and it had just came out, then, if you have a 6-hour gaming session, you would have to then go right back in and it'd be like you're logging in again. Of course, that's a lot bigger deal when you're on the free plan, because the free plan, you have to wait in queue for a machine. So when you play your hour, you then have to wait in queue for a machine again. Totally different for the priority and top end queue. But like when I was testing this and doing the plans on doing the testing on the high end plans, I never even waited. So it just kind of like goes right in, like you just saw. So basically it just means you can play it for those amount of hours. And then when you're done, you just have to like log back in essentially. Yeah. Is there a delay? We're going to see all of this today. I tested this a little bit offline just to make sure it all worked, but I haven't really dove into it. So yes, Kismar, I'm actually playing on their GPU. What you're looking at right now is being streamed from a remote location. So if this, as they even say in here, I kind of laughed about this. Hold on, let me find it. It said, oh darn, now I can't see it. Yeah, at one point they even said like if you're on a potato. Yeah, here we go. This is the official messaging. GeForce Now's new RTX 3080 membership lets you stream 1,000 plus of your favorite PC games at 1440p, 120 FPS, even on low-powered devices. It feels like plugging a GeForce RTX 3080 into a Mac or a potato PC or a mobile device or even a Chromebook. So, so a potato PC. But yeah, and of course you can also play it on mobile. So again, just keep in mind what you're going to see today for the next 2 hours is basically like if I were playing on a really, really old computer. Yeah. This has not been technology that's been available for a super long time, specifically due to like the internet and encoders and things like that. So this is pretty cool. How honest can you be? If it's trash, can you just come out and say it? Oh, absolutely. I absolutely can. And more importantly, this is the beautiful thing about streaming. You see how it is. like I don't, it doesn't matter what I think because you can see exactly how it is right now. So yeah. That's a weird error message that pops up at the beginning. I don't know why. Also, by the way, this just immediately, since it goes off your local library and works with your local, with the cloud saves and everything, this is just the save game that we did before. Yeah. It seems pretty cool, especially if you have an older PC. That's pretty much exactly what it's for. Yes. So again, this is being streamed right now.
Stay strong.
Oh God, Red, I'm so sorry. Hold on. I'm so sorry, Red. I'm so sorry. Okay, there we go. So do you have to own the games? I believe that they do sync with your local libraries. So this is basically like you're playing your own games on their service. Yes. All right, let's take a look at the graphics and everything. Video. Okay, quality. Put everything on ultra. See how it runs. Motion blur off. Looks like it was taking my settings. Okay. All right, give it a try. This is everything on ultra. Not bad. Right click. 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 Delay feels pretty freaking good. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. I would say there's the tiniest bit, but it's definitely not unplayable, but it seems like there's the tiniest bit. I mean, it'd be baffling if there wasn't, but 1, 2, 3, click. 400 milliseconds? I wouldn't say that. Let's do a little bit and we can, I mean, we all know my aim is near perfection, so we can see how that goes. Does this place have an air? I haven't actually done any quests around this area. Is there an airfield here? Oh, maybe we have to unlock that. Let's see if we can build something.
You here to pick up our...
Oh, we already built 2 things. Okay, maybe the other one had an airfield because we bought something.
We got a lot to do here.
Can I jump this? No. This one. And we're in. Yeah, Relayer, I was trying to think of a way I could do that outside of like holding the mouse up. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Click. 3, 2, 1. All right. Johnny Snoot, this is currently being done on a standard Spectrum connection. Yeah. This is not on my fiber, for the record. Fibers. I have a gigabit fiber connection that is, and which has incredibly low latency, and that is on the streaming machine. And then I have the machine you're watching me play this on, the one doing the streaming, is on a standard Spectrum internet connection. It is not on the super low latency fiber connection. I thought that wouldn't be really fair. You know what I mean? Especially because my fiber is like business class, so that I'm sure that's gonna bring even more stuff into it. What is my standard Spectrum internet connection? The area that I'm in now, a standard Spectrum connection is 900 down, 30 up, and the latency is okay. I think my latency is around 40-ish when I tested it. Yeah. Do I recommend Far Cry 6? I'm not really quite to the point where I'd recommend Far Cry 6. I really enjoyed the first. The gameplay and stuff is pretty standard Far Cry, and I did really enjoy the first section. But the second section kind of put me off a little bit, and I shelved it. So I've heard since then that not only does the second section get better, but the third section goes back to it being like the quality of the first section. So I'm hoping if I can just kind of muscle through it, just trying to reach the conquer objective. Ow! Then maybe I'll kind of get a little hooked again. Because I did play this game like a few days straight, and I definitely enjoyed what I played. Ow. Yeah, we'll see. I am going to die to a crocodile. What is, oh, that's a grenade. Okay, thank God. What was that? What even was that?
Looks like the hotel. And what a surprise. The army is here. Bembe, I'm at the hotel. And so is the army. But I think you already knew that.
It's the delicious little surprises that make life worth living.
Save me your bullshit. Let me guess. You want me to take them out?
You see? This is why I like you, Rojas. Don't kill those soldiers for me. Do it for Paulo.
Sniper on Overwatch.
Nope.
¡Busquen por todas partes! ¡Rápido!
There's an engineer.
Oh, shoot. Oh, bad time for that. There. Where in the hell? Oh, he's right there. Okay. Ow, 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 ow. Whew. Mind of Boom Boom says, I played this service on a 400 down, 20 up Spectrum, and it's really good. Nice. Cool. What kind of games do you play when you do it? Kratos says, Cohh, what is Twitch Prime? It's when all of the different Amazon services form together and their animal-style vehicles turn into different parts of a large Voltron-esque battle robot. There's a dude right here.
What?
Ragespun says, why do I have GeForce on my screen? That's because it's sponsored by that right now. We're actually streaming this entire thing on GeForceNOW. This is not on my computer. Mm-hmm. Hey, Yoku. So I take it the purpose of the service is that just so you don't have to download and install the games yourself. Oh, no, Jimmy the Cannon. The purpose of the service is that you're using really, really good hardware that your current computer may not be able to run. So all of the graphics processing, all like the GPU, all that stuff is on a remote computer. And then I am just logging into it with this computer. Yeah, this is all being streamed. None of my computer is doing the heavy lifting on this. So if you had a really bad computer and you couldn't get your hands on a graphics card, or you just didn't feel like upgrading your computer, you could use your little potato email handler to stream this game to it at this quality. This is what you're seeing right now is pretty much the exact quality you would be getting on this as well. You do need a decent internet connection, of course. So, you know, you're not going to be doing this thing on like satellite or DSL or something. Keep that in mind. It is streaming, but yeah. Jody Ren says, this is great since GPUs are rough to get right now. You know, that's kind of one of the reasons I was thinking about it too. I mean, you know, and considering it's like you can do this for $100 for half a year. Hopefully things will be working out somewhat quickly between now and then. And also you can do it on your phone and all sorts of stuff. What is streaming? Everything you see on the stream right now is streaming. All of it. Like it's streaming the entire game through the application. The entire game is being streamed. My computer is basically just functioning as a portal to the computer that's actually running that. The overlay isn't streaming, Mr. Rasgrass says in all caps. Funny enough, the overlay and everything is on a separate computer. Yes, that's on. All of this is on my streaming computer. that's a different computer does the stream. Yeah. Not this one. Yeah, the gaming computer goes into a capture card on the streaming computer. Yep. Jesus! Okay. Go plays games on 3 PCs. Yes, I do. Well, I don't really, because that's over the top. But yeah. Is Cohh streaming a stream while streaming on his stream? I'm streaming a game while that is streaming to my streaming PC, which is then accepting that stream and streaming it to you. So, yeah, kind of. As a restaurant. It's my first time playing this game? No. I actually have, I don't know how many hours, but I've done the entire first, the first faction. So I've actually cleared like all of this area. We did all this stuff, and I actually had a good time doing it. I got to the second faction and then didn't really like the characters and such as much as the first one. I kind of slowed down a bit. So I'm hoping we can just kind of power through this one, or maybe get to a point where it's a little bit more likable. Kind of go from there. So maybe there's another way in. The plans right now are region locked, but they said that they're going to be growing out the regions as time moves forward. Yes, right now there are some issues, especially with the top end plan. There are some issues with the top end plan being region locked, but they are going to have more support as time moves forward. I definitely confirm that. Well, you can't knock the building down. It's good to know. I feel like you had to try. We're on top of it. Can you use the service with an AMD card? I think you can use the service on like any computer. Yeah, it's not really restricted in that way. Here we go. You can do this on your phone. Can you grow the FOV out a little bit? Yeah, one of the big things that it promotes is like the little shield, like that little handheld thing. You can use that on this too, which is kind of wild. Here we go. Black book item.
Bembe, it's done. I got your book.
Muy bien, Rojas. I can see why Clara has so much faith in you. You're such a good little gopher.
Is that what you think I am?
Prove me wrong.
I don't have to prove
Dad, are you a
anything
good little
to you.
gopher?
Tell me where to meet you.
I'm across the north bridge of the hotel.
I think Dad's a good little. Does the service support HDR and or G-Sync? I don't know. Let's see if I can get an answer to that question. That's a great one. The stuff I have here, 1440, 120 FPS, RTX on, PC, Mac, Chromebook, Android Mobile, Android TV, iPhone, iPad, even from a Chrome browser, and now supports Edge browsers. I think that's all that stuff I have. So I'll look into that. Yeah, Zinnia, and we talked about this at the beginning. Just to be clear, that when it says the sessions are hour limited, I confirmed with NVIDIA that you can just go right back in. It's not like you can do one session per day or anything like that. You can immediately start a new session as soon as you're done. The only time that would really matter is if you're playing like when New World came out. If you if you logged off and you have to re-queue, as long as you don't have a situation like that, then you can just go right back in. Can you play it on a rotary phone? It's a great question. I'll ask NVIDIA and see if you can do that on a rotary phone.
All this for a book.
How is latency and the responsiveness of what you're playing? The best thing I can show you is this. I did this earlier and I'll just show you guys again. So this is the mouse I'm using. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. You can kind of see it there. 3, 2, 1. Best thing I can do is show you. Yes, there is a very slight delay. As you can see, there is an extremely small delay. But again, I mean, we're streaming all this. I'd honestly be kind of weirded out if there was no delay, because at that point I wouldn't really understand the technology at all. But yeah, there is a very slight delay, but it's really not bad. It's not bad enough to where I'm feeling like it's really affecting my FPS gameplay, which is pretty impressive.
American weapons. Shit. Libertad que usos.
You look
Should check it out.
fun.
Thank you for securing my new port.
Thought you wanted the book from the safe.
Can't a man have both? Of course, Via Judia Hotel is the real prize jewel. It's the best smuggling port on the south coast.
You just needed someone to clear out the competition.
The Russians make good money from this place. And with this book of corrupt officials in their pay, that money will now flow to me. We are done here, but you and I still have business to do, Rojas. You've paid off some of Paulo's debt, but not all. Don't worry, I have more work for you.
Okay. Operation completed. Yes. Okay, so I tested the free tier and I
Time to
tested
pay
the
off some
paid
debt.
tier.
Costs money to make money.
For the free tier,
Juan,
which you can
got a
sign up
lead
and
on
use-
a weapon
Hold on.
shipment. American. Interested?
Interested? Daddy, I'm having a hands-free orgasm in this church. Call me when you find them.
Gross? But yeah, okay.
Ready to do some real work?
Okay. So one of the things I wanted to do is I wanted to
Pay
test
yourself first.
the free version against the paid version to see if there was a difference there. And one of the things that, and I'll just show you here. Does it actually keep it? Does it actually open the? Oh, I don't think it does. I can't show you the actual GeForceNOW app. When you queue up on the free service,
the army,
you enter
meat for
a
the
queue for a new machine. So when I queued up on the free service, it started at 100, and after I waited like 30 seconds, I think it was at like 60 or something. So, and keep in mind, your play sessions on free are only an hour. So you can play free without spending a penny. You can play, but you have to queue up every time after an hour, and at the end of every hour, and it goes from there. Seraph says queue for what? You're basically getting in a queue for the free machines. Like NVIDIA has a giant pool of machines. Obviously, this is running on a computer somewhere, and they have a finite pool that is available for those resources. So when you play for free, you're basically put in a line, and it says as soon as a computer opens up, then you can get in. Now, thankfully, everyone in the free queue is only playing for an hour. So, you know, the queue goes pretty quick. But that being said, on the paid version, I never got a queue.
Danny!
I have not seen a queue on the paid version.
What do you want,
so,
Bicho?
Nothing. No, that's wrong. It's definitely something. I promise. Meet me back at the camp. I got an idea. Bye!
Okay. Julia, right? You have to own the game to stream it over the service. I do believe, yes, this is a way to access your own libraries. You can sync your Epic, and so far you can sync your Epic and Steam accounts. So any games you have available on those services, you can then use with GeForceNOW. Yeah. Okay, we are going to... These are both important. All right, we'll do Bembe's first. Right here. Oh, GOG2. Yeah, thank you. GOG2. Mm-hmm. And I think also, I mean, I'm playing this on Ubisoft right now. So there's that. Mm-hmm. Oh, my thing was scrolled up, Nuri. Thank you. Canton, 4 years. First started watching your stream when you played Prey. Twitch recommended your channel and have been watching the stream almost every day since then. Best recommendation ever. Cohh, 4 years from Canton 811. Well, thank you so much for that, friend. I really appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's super cool, you. Give me just 1 second here. There we go. Perfect. What is this, NVIDIA Stadia? Not exactly. No. It is a streaming service on their hardware, but it's not.
I got some customers.
I would
who
say
are dying
let's
to
just
get
go
out
with
of
no.
paradise. You're going to help them do that. I've left you a truck. Use it to drive my customers to the docks, where our ship will be waiting. The docks are guarded, so you're going to work a little harder to get past them without a fight. That's where Rafael Merrero comes in. He's a forger and a very important client of mine. His papers will get you through. Do this for me, and Paolo's debt is wiped clean.
All right, younger Eminem.
Everyone wins.
Let's do it.
When the boat leaves, the boat leaves.
Oh, I want to take that boat. Right, where's this place? Ooh, can we drop from here? Oh, man. Oh, we can drop from here. Nice. All right, let's set this as a point. And airdrop from here. Tommy says you only have 8 hours to play, right? You have 8 hours per session on the top one. And what that means is that after 8 hours, and I haven't seen this myself because I haven't played that long on it, but it will warn you. You'll have a countdown.
Paolo, you spoke to
And then as soon as
our
it's done, you can go right back in.
mutual friend, Bembe.
What did that snake have to say?
He says I do this one last dirty job for him. You walk away clean.
I'm not proud, but I do it again to get Talia and me out of Yara. Danny, I know the risk you are taking for me. I won't forget this.
Thank me if I get through this in one piece.
Julia, that is correct. Unfortunately, you can only play 24 hours per day. Yes. And as a reminder, at the end of your session, you can just go directly back in. Yeah. So once an 8 hour session is done, you just click play again and you go back in. Yeah. But yeah, I want to confirm, make sure we're open about this. You can only play 24 hours a day. 3 8 gaming sessions.
Bingo.
At that point, you're on the next.
Military's got them.
I know. Lame.
Bembe, why is it everywhere you send me, I find trouble?
Speculation is a waste of time, and time is money. Take matters into your own hands, Rojas, and fast. Rafael is there somewhere.
Free Rafael and the refugees. We gotta secure the area first.
Got to be careful here.
Guys, it's a stealth mission.
Has got to be Rafael. Hostage.
Cohh's aiming is why this is an October game? Dude.
Muchas gracias. Vamos, oye. There are still hostages here that you need to free.
Need help! Please!
Yell! Girl, shut up! Jesus. Get me killed? I get you killed? If Cohh can aim with this, everyone can. Easy. Okay, come on.
I didn't do anything.
Go! Oh, fuck! Help!
Domachi says, Cohh, your aim isn't that bad. Thank you. Have a sub. Nice guy. I appreciate you. Thank you for being you. Is there a link to this service? Yes, it's in the GeForceNOW command. Yep. Just check out the link in there. Cohh's bribing people now. I'm not. Hey, he was nice to me first. That's not bribing. It's simply rewarding. He's not a paid actor. One sec. Be good. Sorry, guys. Anytime I know I'm doing a sponsored stream right now, but anytime I get a call from Lena, I gotta take it. I got a 4-year-old, a 2-year-old, and a newborn. I gotta make sure everything's okay down there.